announcements, but I'm going to start with the video before I do my announcements. Mr. Gore, can you help me with that, please? Greetings, students, parents, teachers, and the Plainfield community. I am very proud to announce that Plainfield Public Schools will be opening our doors for students on Monday, April 12th. Welcome back, Cardinals! It's really hard to imagine we haven't seen many of you for 10 months, and I miss you so much. I would like to especially say thank you to Mr. Sutton and the facilities team for your diligence in helping to get our schools ready to open. Parents and students, when you arrive on April 12th, here are some of the updates we put in place to ensure your safety while in school. We have hand sanitizer stations throughout all schools. We have signage throughout all buildings to ensure the 6 feet social distancing guidelines. Our lunchrooms are closed, as lunch will be grab and go. Again, we're looking forward to seeing you on April 12th for in-person instruction.
Welcome to Barlow. Bienvenido a la escuela de Barlow. Pasen conmigo. Let's come on inside because we're ready for you. Now, when you come inside, cuando ustedes vengan para adentro, por favor, manténganse su distancia social. Please make sure you maintain your social distance. Check your temperature. Bingo, yes, 97.3. So once again, maintain your social distance. Please wear a mask. Use la máscara. And you make sure that you follow these rules because they're here to protect you and me. Make sure that you wash your hands frequently. And when you go to the bathroom, before and after. Cuando vaya a los baños, antes y después. Then you sit in your space. And we have the shields for you so that they can protect you and your classmates. Protección para usted y sus compañeros. As you see, we are ready for you. Estamos listos para ustedes para empezar la escuela. ¿Cuándo? When? Abril 12. April 12th, we will see you here. With the same love for el mismo amor. Thank you. Y gracias.
Greetings, Cedarbrook family. As everyone know who I am, I'm Mrs. Smith-Snead. I'm the Vice Principal here at Cedarbrook, and I am so happy to do this for you because we are looking forward to your return on April 12th. Remember, when you come in, we have a lot of safety protocols in place so you and your family can be comfortable, can be safe, and feel good every time you come to school and you're sitting in your seat, as well as the teachers. So remember, when we enter the building, we have designated areas for grade levels. The main entrance will be our cohort G classes who have been in session since September, and they will come in the main entrance and they will have their temperature checked, and they will also have their hands sanitized, and their parents will already have filled out the attestation form. And for grades K, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you will enter the 4th grade wing and you will do the same thing. We actually have cones and indicators marked outside where you would line up 6 feet apart and you will wait into the building. You will get your temperature checked and you will sanitize your hand, and then you will go to your classes. In the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you will enter through the cafeteria door. You will have markers on the ground as to where you will stand. You will enter the building with your temperature being taken, as well as sanitizing your hands and going into your classes at that point. When you come into the building, you'll see a lot of signs that say 6 feet apart. You will also adhere to no drinking in a water fountain. So please, 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 if you need water, bring a bottle of water. We encourage.
Greetings, Clinton School families. As we prepare to receive our scholars back into the building, I'm sure you have many questions and concerns. Our ultimate goal is to keep all staff and students safe at all times as we return to in-person learning. The purpose of this video is to walk you through the procedures for entering, exiting, and moving throughout the building. We are excited for your return and we look forward to seeing you. As we welcome you back to in-person learning, all staff and visitors will be required to practice social distancing at all times. In addition to social distancing, masks are required and must be worn throughout your entire time in the building. Once you enter, you will be required to stop and take your temperature. You will scan your forehead and your temperature must fall below 100 degrees.
Hello, Cook families. This is Dr. Cooper, the proud principal of Cook Elementary School. We are so looking forward to you coming back to our school on April 12th. We have taken many precautions to ensure your safety. When you return, students will walk into the building. They will first have their temperature taken. If their temperature is normal, they will proceed to their classrooms. In their classrooms, there will be spacing and you will have an assigned seat. Please, if your child has a fever before they are coming to school, please leave your child at home. When we check temperatures, if any child has a fever, they will not be allowed to continue in class. They will be asked to be picked up. All of the water fountains have been shut down, so please make sure you bring a water bottle with you to school. We also have made sure that we have cleaned the building thoroughly.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, I am Principal B.J. Brown Lawson, Principal of Evergreen School. It's so wonderful to be here today to talk with you and share with you all the things that we are doing preparing for our wonderful students to return to school. It's going to be so great to see them and to have them back in the building. So, let's get started. The first thing that I'd like to show you is how we are going to enter the building. Enter and exit the building. And so as we are looking, you'll see that there are lines between each student as they line up. Those lines have been measured out by our custodial staff and painted on the ground to be 6 feet apart to make sure we are social distancing and teaching our students to social distance as well.
Jefferson students and families, I hope you are all doing well and are excited about coming back to school. We can't wait to see your smiling faces. Upon entering the building, students will have their temperature taken. If the temperature is over 100 degrees, students must immediately report to the nurse's office. If there is no temperature, students will proceed to the nearest stairwell. Remember when walking in the hallways to remain 6 feet apart and follow the arrows to stay on the right side. Students will enter through an assigned door based on their grade level. All entrances are clearly marked. All students must wear a mask to enter the building. Masks must be worn all day.
Hello, my name is Gwinnetta Yvette Joe. I'm the proud principal of Stillman Elementary School, and I cannot wait for our students to come back to Stillman. We've really missed you, and we have a few reminders so that your return to school is going to be awesome. So to ensure that you are well covered and safe here at Stillman School, we've taken a couple of precautions and just some overall things that I'm sure some of you will be reminded of. So first of all, we have signage. So when we're walking down the hallways, we want to make sure that we follow the directions. It helps us to make sure that we're 6 feet apart. That's very, very important. And of course, we're always wearing our masks. I just have my mask off now because we're videotaping, but we're going to make sure we have our masks. And for every Stillman student who's returning, you're going to get a Stillman lanyard as a reminder to keep your mask on, and just in case if it should fall, it won't fall very far.
Family and students to Washington Community School, we would like to remind all parents to please complete the attestation form before bringing or sending their children to school.
Each grade has their designated entrance.
Buenos días.
First through fourth grade students will line up in the gym and meet their teacher.
Greetings, Upper Scholars. This is Mr. Asante, your principal. Just wanted to go over a few protocols in advance of your arrival to the Howard Middle School. As we get ready to come back, I want you to be prepared to make sure you adhere to some of the simple protocols that we have in place. As you arrive each morning, it's important that you have your mask on. Outside at the entry points, you will see markings that denote your 6 feet spacing. Make sure you line up accordingly in preparation for entering the building. As you enter the building, you'll have your temperature taken. And once your temperature is taken, you'll be permitted to move about to your designated location. Within the classrooms, teachers will seat you appropriately spaced, depending on the number of scholars in the space. Each classroom is equipped with hand sanitizer, as well as cleaning solution and a paper towel so that you can use it between classes as the need arises. Throughout the course of the instructional day, our esteemed custodial staff will be going through the building and making sure that they clean all touch points every hour on the hour to ensure that our safety is still at play.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Stansberry, and today I'm going to speak to you about how excited we are about your return to school. However, we need to go over some of our safety protocols before you return to the school building. One of the good things is we were already in our hybrid mode, so everything that we did when we were in hybrid mode will be followed when you come back to school. So the first thing is, to our parents, please make sure that you complete the attestation for your child before you send them to school. We've gone over that when we were doing the hybrid, but again, if you have any questions or concerns, I want you to call the main office, contact my secretary, and then she will walk you through the process. So we have designated doors of entrance for our students, the 6th grade door, 7th grade door, and 8th grade doors are the same doors that we came in during the hybrid.
Students and family, we are excited to welcome you back to school. We miss you. We want you back in school. You are to return on April 12th, 2021. We will briefly explain the procedures for entering the building and the safety protocols. While you're in the building, it is important to follow the CDC guidelines. For example, you must wear a mask at all times, sanitize your hands frequently, and when you walk, you must walk to your right and observe all social distancing protocols. In addition, we will allow 2 students at a time in the bathroom. 2 of the stalls will be closed to observe social distancing protocols.
Greetings, Pies families. Hoping you are all healthy, safe, and well. We know you have many questions about your child returning to school. So we want to assure you that we are doing everything possible to keep students and staff safe as we return to in-person learning. This video will walk you through the new safety procedures for entering and exiting the building, as well as while you're moving around throughout the building. We look forward to having you back and hope that everyone will watch this video and familiarize themselves with the new procedures so that we can all stay safe. So remember to keep social distance, wash your hands frequently, and mask up to stop the spread.
It is extremely important that we adhere to the following protocols for everyone's safety and well-being. Finish all food and drink before entering the building. You must also be properly masked before entering the building. Then stop. Read the attestation statement aloud.
Have you been diagnosed to have novel coronavirus within the last 14 days? No.
If any questions you answer yes, stop. Do not enter the building and alert security or the nurse for further instructions. If all answers are no, proceed to the next step. Take your temperature at the mobile thermometer station at the entrance. Look for the displayed reading. If under 100 degrees, green light and 1 beep, proceed to the next step. Step onto the shoe.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. Board President, I want to do my announcements now.